Franz Reichelt was an Austrian-born tailor who had moved to Paris. Passionate about aviation, he became determined to create a wearable parachute suit that could save pilots in emergencies. He constructed a heavy suit weighing about 9 kilograms, with fabric panels intended to spread into wings and slow a fall. Before attempting a human jump, Reichelt tested his design using small mannequins. He dropped them from platforms about 10 to 20 meters high. In each test, the mannequins either fell straight down or tumbled, as the fabric panels failed to open properly. The parachute did not catch air, and the mannequins struck the ground too quickly. Observers noted that the folds twisted or clumped, preventing the canopy from forming. Despite these repeated failures, Reichelt remained convinced that a jump from a greater height would allow the suit to work as intended. On February 4, 1912, he arrived at the Eiffel Tower. Still confident in his invention, he wore the full parachute suit, the bulk of the fabric hanging from his shoulders. Reichelt had told authorities he would use a dummy for the test, which is why permission was granted, but he intended to jump himself. Journalists, photographers, and early cinematographers gathered below, ready to document the experiment. Around 7 a.m., Reichelt began the climb to the first platform, approximately 57 meters above the ground. The winter air was cold, the wind light, and the ground frozen. Spectators lined the viewing areas, their attention fixed on the daring experiment. At 8:22 a.m., he stepped onto a small stool positioned near the guardrail. He adjusted the straps and folds of the parachute suit, tugging at the fabric to spread it evenly. He paused briefly, testing his balance and surveying the open space below. Then he leapt. The parachute flared slightly, but the fabric failed to form a full canopy. It bunched around him, offering almost no resistance. Reichelt fell straight down, the suit clinging tightly to his body. The fall lasted approximately 4 seconds. He struck the frozen ground at the base of the tower. The impact was instantaneous and fatal, crushing his skull and breaking his body. The crowd reacted immediately, while journalists and cinematographers captured the entire sequence. Authorities documented the scene, noting the height, fall duration, and failure of the parachute. Newspapers across Paris reported the incident. The failed tests with mannequins and the fatal jump of Reichelt himself served as a stark demonstration of the dangers of untested inventions. Following the tragedy, authorities restricted experimental jumps from the Eiffel Tower. Steve Irwin, known across the globe as the crocodile hunter, spent his life working closely with wild animals, often placing himself in risky, sometimes dangerous situations in order to both educate and entertain millions of people. On September 4, 2006, he was filming near Bat Reef, a section of the Great Barrier Reef in Queensland, Australia. The main documentary he had been working on, Ocean's Deadliest, had been delayed due to poor weather conditions. So Steve decided to take the opportunity to film extra segments for his daughter's program,